Hi folks, Ed Schneider with Kansas Trapline Products, bringing you this new YouTube video. I'm here in my store where we do our mail order business out of today. The purpose of this video is to show you two good farmland type of trapping locations. I don't really mention it out loud in the videos. However, I want you to pay note of a two-track road that we catch a coyote on, and I have caught a coyote there running along the crop field about 10-15 feet into the field. I found where the coyotes were walking down the end rows of the cornfield, and so we set that up, and of course we were successful. The other location I want you to pay attention to, it's a wheat field going into a cornfield. I have 3 sets there. I've caught coyotes. You've seen a video where I caught a different coyote at a different at one of my other sets. This is a good spot. This has yielded about 4 coyotes altogether for me throughout the season. And again, I found sign at 2 locations. So so I didn't know which way each particular coyote was going to run. So I put in. It did look like a lot of tracks, so it was worth the 3 sets. Always had something fresh for the animals to work. What if you have a circle shy coyote? Well, that's why you have another set there, made it available. If it looks like a superhighway, set it up appropriately. I had 3 sets of this location, caught 4 coyotes throughout the season, but I also had 2 lines of travel the coyotes came down. You'll see a very well-used trail. And the wind, in this case, we had a 40-mile-an-hour winds. They blew the dirt off of it. You know, it is what it is, and you got to make lemonade out of the lemon you're dealt. However, I also had a dirt hole set, the RJ set, also in there. And so I caught the coyote in the RJ set, as you will see. But it was wind friendly, I guess you could say. So the coyote still came in and worked the set. Anyway, folks, I sure hope you enjoy the video. Please share it or click subscribe. That'd be appreciative as well. So without any further ado, let me go to the tape. Boy, I got another jumper. I don't know what set he got caught in yet. I don't know. This is boy, he looks like a good one too. He looks like a good one. Let me get out here and let's find our sets here. He's a big boy. He is a big boy. Look at him. Ah, you got caught in the RJ set, didn't you? Look at him. He is a big guy. He came out off the trail. Let's see if we can find, there's some scat right there. There's the wind. We had a big windstorm yesterday, and it's my guess that son of a gun uncovered that because it doesn't look like it was scratched. We had up to 40-mile-an-hour winds. Look at him. He is ready to go. He is ready to rumble. He is ready to rumble. Got his old hackles all up, ready to face me. Let's go down and check this other set. Go down here, see if the wind affected it any. Yep, it did here too. As you can see, just a little bit of my jaws. These are easily fixed. We'll put a little more dirt over the top and we're gonna be golden. But he was one of them guys walking right down and got busted. Let me put him down and we'll remake the set real quick. But a great coyote. Boy, he is a big, lanky, tough dude. Okay, we got this big dog coyote in my 3-set deal. Caught a coyote in the mafia yesterday. This guy in the dirt hole. There we go. get that foot out of there. See if I can clean this up. And just go ahead and reset it while I got it. I think I got it. There we go. Got that reset. Beautiful coyote. Big, big, big. Boy, these teeth are wore down. They're very even. Very good coyote. Kind of a coarse feel rather than the silky. Get that out of some of them old rank males and stuff like that. So let me go ahead here and see if I can dig out the set. Sometimes you can. Yep, it's going down. And like I said, this is a remake. It's a remake, so digging goes a little easier. Getting ready to go talk to another farmer. I made an appointment with him yesterday. He knows I'm a trapper, and he's interested in what Richard and I do out here. One of the selling points that I'm using here on to gain permission is we have a lot of badgers, and I'm not particularly fond of catching badgers myself. However, there's badger holes all over here, and you can't be out here and not catch a badger. Same as being in Missouri and Virginia and catching a possum or a coon or whatever. So that being said, I told him that we're having a great deal of success catching coyotes, or catching badgers and coyotes. I put coyotes as second priority, not understanding what his frustrations are. To a grain farmer, coyotes don't really bother them that much, really, other than unless it's a personal grievance or something like that. But badgers, on the other hand, they're in here digging up the ground, makes it hard on the rancher or the farmer, bouncing around in the truck and all that stuff. So he's interested, and today is a matter of us just learning his ground, looking at the plat book, and coming up with the right, making sure we're on the right property. I have a lot of leftover duff here that the coyote kicked up, so I'm going to just kind of add that to build this up, make it look deeper than it is. We got a chance of a few snowflakes today. I think that's the reason why I have a high percentage of male coyotes being caught right now. And Richard was nice enough to loan me his broom for now. He's more of a back of the hand kind of a guy, and I've not done well with it. I've had good pan tension on my traps, but maybe I'm just a little too aggressive. All right, I got my dirt built up back around the sides. Let's see if this thing's going to fit, or do I need to cut it out a little bit more? That's pretty good. I think I got it. It's not quite as deep. I might see if I can't chisel a little bit more out, because she's not quite as deep as I like. Give a place for that chain to sit. There we go. Let's see if that helps me, because I really want it to be an aggressive step down. I don't want it to be near the top of the ground, and because you'll get animals starting to paw and everything. You know, they got great noses. They can smell it. There we go. Now my set's lower. Push some of this loose dirt. And there's plenty of loose dirt after a remake. I don't know many trappers that don't like using the loose dirt compared to what they had when they first began. It's a lot easier to move, and right now this set is kind of northwest is my bearing. Wind kind of varies. It can come out of the south, west, northwest, but because we were having a chance of a storm coming through, a front move through, I went ahead and put this one more for that type of a situation. All right. I grabbed a bunch of these today with high expectations of a lot of resets. Well, we'll lay that on there. Scoop up some more of this. Let's cover that up. Go ahead and here we go. I think I got it. I wanted to tuck that underneath of the jaw a little bit. That jaw didn't, it was really locked in at that spot, which is fine. Make sure that's good. We're good over the top of the other jaw. Need to grab some extra dirt here and fill this in. Here we go. Do the same thing, just let it drop. Let that drop. Yep, that looks good. Giving them one spot to sit. Grab a couple clods to guide their feet where I don't want them to step. Just set that in there. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Got a little bit of scat right here, but I don't want them stepping there, and get a broad one. Well, these will work. And we'll put these right here on the back side and show you exactly what I got. Still have my wool down in the hole, so that's good. Let me put all this up. Get my lure bag. What a great, I just had a fantastic day yesterday. I mean, I was flat out knocking them out. I just kept catching them. And that's just what you want, right? You're here to catch. And some days are great. Some days ain't so great. I've had one day. It happened this year, but I had one day where I got zero. That's the first time. Oh gosh, it had to be 8 years, 7 years. I mean, it's been a long time since I got skunked, but one day up in the Dakotas, I got skunked. It was a tough day. Big weather front came in, just difficult all the way around. I think I got it. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I got, and here we go. Those are my guiding right there. I want him to step right there. This is the access for him to walk in. He can walk in on two different ways. Got a tempting wool down there. I smeared some Oklahoma Suicide on one side. I smeared my bait on the other. That's what those two patches are. I do have bait in the hole, and again, the main reason for putting the bait, a little bit of bait on the side, is because I want the aromatics to hit the air, right? I mean, there's more down there for them, but just give them a little bit to smell. to tempt him to get him the whole way in. He's a hungry coyote, right? I mean, that's the whole game. And anyway, good coyote, good location. I'm going to wrap things up and get going again. Density on this bad boy. He is good. Got just just a big thick old thing. I tell you, this set was dug out from behind. It was a dirt hole set yesterday, and caught a coyote right down here. Remade this dirt hole set, and we got a full moon right now. I'm going to bring it back to that other set, and yeah, I got a little dirt in it, but other than that, it's still golden, and looks good. But anyway, we had a coyote that just dug the backside of this set out, and he would not work a dirt hole to save his life. Well, he did save his life. He worked it from the backside, and he dug it all the way down. Couldn't believe it. Made it through the hard pan and everything. Really dug through it. So everything is just powder. As when I went to go to look at to remake it and stuff, and I says, well, all I could do here is really make a scent post. And by God, I did. I mean, and here he is. He came right on back looking for his free meal behind it. Instead, he found a place to piss and got his foot caught. Just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. So anyway, I'm going to put this big bad boy, just heavy, heavy fur on this guy. Just absolutely just gorgeous on him. So anyway, I'll put him down, and we'll remake the set into this scent post again. I have this big dog coyote he's put down, but just beautiful, just heavy fur. A little darker than what probably the market wants, but as a whole, but it's a good one. I'm going to go ahead here, remake this set, and let's see, my partner Richard's coming right behind me, and it's a good one. He build this dirt up a little bit on the backside here. Get this, there's a little piece of scat, but go ahead and build this thing up, and build that thing up, make it solid. Don't want to get the coyotes, don't want them coming from the backside of this. Just make it plain. Then turn right around, and I went over here and got some of these tumbleweed tops out of there, and we're using a Bridger number 3 dogless. That's what Richard has here, and we're going to go ahead. It's already reset, and kind of got my finger between the jaw and the dog. All right. Packing that in. Now I'm going to use my landscape fabric, but Richard, well, I guess it did have some landscape fabric in it. But Richard, he's been doing success with some wax paper, and it's been working well also on these big dog traps. So let me go ahead, get out a pan cover, and but he walked right down this line, didn't have a chance of getting into it. Just really a good way to deal with a coyote that's wanting to mess with you. Got a few flurries coming down right now. Let me go ahead. Coyotes were really moving this morning. It's the first time on this trip I actually had 2 coyotes run in front of me out on the road. And I mean, they were flying. And diagonal direction, and I'll admit I'm not that great of a shot from a running coyote or running animal perspective. So anyway, I waited to see if they would stop, and they didn't. They just kept on booking out of town. Get ahead and cover this up. Get my, must have left it in the car. Or fell out. Well, that's going to be sorely missed. Got to think about where I left my last coyote. I'll just use this. There we go. Got it redone. I'll have to figure out what I done with my deal there from yesterday. Kick this out, re-identify the trail, going both ways, and just bring it back. There we go. We got coyotes walking down here anyway, so it's a perfect scenario to catch them. Go ahead here, put a couple pieces of scat, get your gland lure, smear the gland lure on here, right on your tumbleweed, buckbrush, weed stubble, whatever it is you got. There we go. And just a quick shot of urine. We'll get this thing done. And that's all there is to this. We got another set, another coyote. We are moving on down the road.